So I'm talking here. Hey there, my name's Ryan, and welcome back to my channel. We're just back playing some more Destiny today. I'm playing on my Titan, which you can see is looking very goofy. What we're going to do this week is, what's the Nightfall for this week? Let's see. It is the Insight Terminus. You know what? We'll run a Nightfall. Why not? What's been going on this week? So, not much really. They did release the Ghost of the Deep finally for the Rite of the Nine. My thought on it is that it's not that good. Not as good as Spire. It's because like it felt like nothing really changed. Spire was good because you had like mini bosses after like the ad clear encounters, like the big Hydra and then the big Minotaur. Granted, they're just big versions of the enemy, but it was still a good change. I ran it through once on the Tuesday reset with my mates, and it felt like the exact like same really. I mean, like the difficulty was there. I mean, the moths were like the moths are just the moths. Yeah, like apart from that though, it just didn't feel any different. I kind of wish that they would like add a little bit more to like the traversal part. I know they did add one new thing. There was one new like chest during the traversal part, which is good because a lot of people complained that like that was like a long trip for like nothing to happen, and I agree with that. Just because like there's a lot of walking and like you just again just not like doing anything apart from just walking to the next encounter. That's what the dungeon felt like. It's just like a walking sim. I just realized I don't have any champion mods, but that's fine. Tell you what, I'll run what is it? Because I can run one weapon here, which I actually talk a little bit about actually. So we got New Land Beyond. For those who don't know, it was a sniper that was originally in Destiny 1 that was in the primary slot. Back in Destiny, snipers were always allocated to the energy slot. That's your second weapon for the like elemental damage. But of course in Destiny 2 Forsaken, that's when it changed it to where if you wanted to, you could have like a sniper in like every single slot. It's back in Destiny 2 now. It works differently than what it did. Essentially, you've got to get like constant critical hits to build up a stat called the Master, and then once that hits 20, it'll upgrade itself to Grandmaster, where you'll end up doing more damage with precision shots, which is it's useful for like content like GMs, because I was using it during like a GM with like my mates, and like it was very effective. So long as you stayed alive, you'd be doing loads of damage to like all the champions and stuff like that there. So it was very effective. It was pretty unique for Destiny 1. It was like the most used like sniper for like trials and like PvP and stuff like that. So what have I been doing this week? Well, again, not much. I have been catching up on the Last of Us TV show. I missed like the last few weeks of it, but I've caught up now to the latest episode, which is episode 6. Episode 6 is probably my favorite episode so far, just because it shows like Joel and Ellie like throughout the years, and like you see what happened to their like relationship essentially. I know people don't like Last of Us Part 2, and to be honest, I'm one of those people. I did not like the way that it was, but I am enjoying the TV show. I did like the first season like way more though. Yeah, apart from that though, I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Far Cry actually. Like I don't know why, but I've just like had an itch to like play Far Cry again. It really started to happen when I noticed that they added the achievements to Far Cry 3 and 4 on Steam. So I just want to see if I can try like 100% like the Far Cry games really. I know the Far Cry 4 is going to be a little bit more trickier because that one still has multiplayer achievements, and like the game is dead. So I might have to like search on the Steam forums to see if like people are like grouping up to like play the multiplayer. But yeah, like I've been playing Far Cry 3 and 4 on Steam, and then I recently picked up I'm talking here. Yeah, I've also been playing Far Cry 5 and New Dawn as well on the Ubisoft launcher, just because I managed to pick up a deal with both of them. I never played them before. Like the last Far Cry game I played like at launch was Far Cry 4, because I just kind of assumed that like Far Cry 5 and New Dawn will just be the exact same as like 4, so I didn't really bother. They're kind of different. Like one thing that's like a major difference to it, the way you level up is by doing challenges, and then that gives you like the perk points to then like get skills. when in Far Cry 3 and 4 it was just XP based. Gonna be honest, not a fan of it. I don't like progression being tied to challenges. And like, I know that's like, you know, a statement because like, oh, but there are challenges in every single game. But a majority of the time, they're like optional challenges to get like optional like rewards. Like in like Call of Duty, for example, like getting 100 kills with an SMG will get you a calling card. Like, cool. Like you don't need to do it, but if you do it, then you get that calling card, and that's nice. Having progression be tied to like locking your loadout, I'm not a huge fan of that. Again, it's different in Destiny. Like in Destiny's case, you have like, you know, locked loadouts, or you need to have like certain champion mods like anti-barrier, overload, unstoppable, that kind of thing. That's fair because it's difficult content, so like to make it more difficult, we have to like strategize our loadout. But for just general progression, I'm just not a fan of it. Like, another reason why I like the Far Cry games is like, I don't know what it is with Ubisoft games, but I feel like I have to complete all the side content like in the like game before starting the main mission. I was the same with like the Division and the Division 2, which I love playing those games as well. All the side missions I would have to complete before starting like the main mission. I mean, when I started playing Far Cry 4, I literally like took a helicopter, flew around the entire map, doing all the like towers and outposts and like all the side missions like all across the region before starting like the very first mission after the like tutorial. That was like rock up to the starting mission, like where you're meant to be like weak, pretty much. Hey, there we go. You both got an exotic. Damn, I'm unlucky. That was a pretty quick run of the strike, to be honest. And again, we are doing it on the easiest difficulty for the Nightfalls, so that makes sense. But yeah, like, I haven't played Far Cry 6 yet. I did actually get the Xbox Game Pass because I wanted to give it a go myself. To be honest, what I've heard about it, it's like, it's very mixed. I don't know whether like it's just what people think of Far Cry or like what, but I think I'm gonna play it for myself. The main thing that like interested me about Far Cry 6 was the DLC they were doing for it, because they were basing it off of like all the previous villains from the Far Cry series. So you had like Voss, you had Pagan Min, and you had Joseph Seed from Far Cry 5. And like they had like their own like expansion, sort of like going more into their story, which I think is kind of cool. But I want to see how the gameplay is of Far Cry 6 first before I do like invest in those like DLCs. I still have the Far Cry 5 DLC to complete as well. I've got a lot of work to do. I mean, like, one of the other games that I'm, like, looking forward to playing as well, that's coming out next week, actually, is Elden Ring Night Reign. So, I think for next week, I'm going to do a video on that. Just, like, you know, a standard commentary video, just playing through that. I think it'll be pretty good, just to have, like, a little bit of a change of pace, because I did mention that I want to, like, branch out to more games. It'd be good to record different games to see how, like, that turns out as well. Also, another thing I want to say is a huge thank you so much for the previous video. It actually surpassed the first video that I released, which is just insane. Like, I checked it the other day, I saw it was like over like, it was like 150 views, and I was so happy. Thank you so much for just giving the video like a chance to like just watching it. Really, it means the absolute world to me, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. So thanks so much, really appreciate that. I'm gonna see if I can try and build up the master buff and just see how much damage it can really do. So I just need to not die and just hit. On the easiest Nightfall, it shouldn't be that difficult really. As I miss a shot. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this strike takes like longer on like a GM level. Like, I ran this GM with my friends last week because we all have like the Conqueror title, which for those who don't know, once you have Conqueror, you can like pick and choose which GM strike you want to do. Like, you're not just tied to the one for the week. This one wasn't so bad on our GM. I thought the final arena would be like way worse, but it actually wasn't that bad. Okay, I see to not get crushed by the giant cabal. The good thing about the master stack is that it doesn't go away if you swap weapons. Usually if you swap your weapon, a damage buff will like go away, but it's cool that it does like stay. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna avoid the middle. Don't push me in. And the pod is gonna drop right here. There we go. Did not get crushed. Huh? I got flinch out of that headshot and he just like exploded. That's crazy. Yeah, so if you look at the buff now, I'm at 90 for the master, and if I get one more headshot, it says a grandmaster, so now it does even more damage, which on this little guy, over 300k. Yeah, like takes out a barrier champion on like standard difficulty, like 2 shots. Alright. I'm about to say, I thought he punched me to a spot I could not like get out of. That would have been like hilarious. Yeah, I feel like this sniper can be good if anti-barrier snipers are like a thing. I don't know whether is this built in anti-barrier? No, I have anti-barrier sniper. It doesn't mention anything about it being built in. If it does have a built-in, then it would be good. I think it can still be good even without anti-barrier, so long as like you're able to take care of like the champion-specific abilities, then you can do high damage with this thing. Another thing which I want to like try and do as well is, if you haven't noticed, I've also been posting like YouTube shorts to like my YouTube and also videos to my TikTok. Just like small little highlight clips, just so I can like, you know, promote the video a little bit more. So I've started doing that now. I try to aim for those to like come out like at least in the middle of the week, just before like the next video comes out like on the following like Saturday. So yeah, so that's like another thing I'm trying to do. So each week there's going to be a new video coming out every Saturday, and then the like promotional type TikTok slash YouTube short that'll come out will be like average like around the Wednesday time. That's like going to be like essentially like the schedule. I was thinking about changing it just because I have enjoyed making these videos like a lot. I want to try and like make some more, but I'll probably end up doing that if I want to like do like a playthrough of like a game, like do a commentary over it. That's what I'll probably do, like more than just like one video a week. But we'll have to wait and see. Also, I noticed that when we left the zone, I lost my Grandmaster, so that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Is no one gonna do the last one? Like, bro, I'm sat here. I'm like waiting. There's free plates for free players. Come on. There he is. Absolutely melted, and we got an exotic. Look at that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been going on this week. Next week we're going to be playing some Elden Ring Night Rain. Can't wait to play that. I love playing Elden Ring, so get to see what they've done with this one will be kind of interesting, definitely. But yeah, apart from that though, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.